morning, gifted crafters. It's crafting time.
Me and my friends are having a great time. It's not face to face, it's all online. We're all in our homes, miles away. Love them like my family, what can I say? My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafted with friends, you're never alone.
Live from the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida, here is the Gifted Crafters Morning Show with Nancy.
Let's have a good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Good morning, Gifted Crafters, and welcome back to the Gifted Crafters Morning Show. Good morning out there. We've got people that tune in from all over the place, and this is a wonderful channel. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and this is a channel where we just talk about everything crafting, from sewing, knitting, crocheting, quilting, decoupage. I mean, we just do it all here. And we have a wonderful time, and we have an awesome community. So if you are here for the first time, type yourself into the chat and go ahead and say hello. We've got a wonderful community out there that will welcome you, and we will help you out if you have any questions, need any tips for anything. We just are just the perfect community to do that. So thank you for joining and spending your morning with me today. So let's see who we have out there. We've got people. We've got Nancy from Boston, Massachusetts. We've got Roz from Australia. We've got Becky from North Central Texas. Connie from Louisiana. Ooh, Rosalind from New Mexico. Good morning to you. We've got Georgette from Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got Leslie B from Lake Ridge, Virginia. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, this is just a wonderful, wonderful place, and I really appreciate you guys spending your morning with me. And there's my friends from Canada. Good morning to you. And let's see, we've got everyone kind of tuning in. There is Miss Faker McFake from Louisiana. Good morning to you. All righty, I see Quilting with Harriet from Indiana. Good morning as well. All righty, I think we're starting to settle down a little bit. Hey, there's Lisa Lilly from Richmond, Illinois. Good morning. So hopefully today will be no crying today. It's going to be all smiles and laughter. At least that's what Mr. H has promised me for today. Good morning, Jenny from San Antonio, Texas. We've got Jackie from Dover, Pennsylvania. Good morning. All righty, I think we've got a good amount of people, and we are ready to get started here. We've got Arkansas from Deborah. So we've got people from all over the place, and this is absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and do our traditional toast of the morning. So let's see, if you have not been to our channel, we like to start off every morning with a nice little toast. So grab your cup of whatever it is you have in the morning, coffee, tea, soda, water. There's no judgment here. It's all good. And let's go ahead and raise those glasses to our wonderful gifted crafters that are out there. Our community is just amazing. And if you don't have a cup, don't worry, I'm going to pour you one. So let's go ahead and raise those glasses, and I'll pour you a cup of anything that you want in the morning. And we'll go ahead and toast for our wonderful community out there, and to all the crafters out there. I hope you have a fantastic day. So let's go ahead and raise those glasses. I'm going to grab a little swivel here. Okay, that was really good. Awesome. Water for me in the morning. Gotta have my water. Oh boy, some people are having their coffee. Nice. Hey, Dawn from Brandon, Florida. Awesome. Good morning to you. Yes, Leslie, we were all crying yesterday. Yes, but it was a good cry. It was a good cry. And once again, I want to give a huge thank you to Lisa Lilly. You know, I mean, you are amazing, and your partner Brian and Sue. I mean, you guys, you're wonderful, and I can't say thank you enough. I'm just really, I was so surprised, and I'm so grateful, and I think you guys are truly amazing. I did speak with Lisa yesterday over the phone and Brian, and they just are amazing. I'm hoping to meet you one day, and just thank you so much again. It was truly amazing.
Thank you guys.
Fantastic.
Thank you so
Fantastic. You guys are just amazing. So, okay, so today the plan is to kind of go through the expo things that we didn't get to go through yesterday.
Well, wait.
So,
I have a surprise.
No surprises for you. You're done with surprises.
I like surprises.
You like surprises? Okay, I'll give you your chance. Go ahead. What is it?
We'll do it later.
No, we're not doing anything else today. We are getting through the expo stuff today. And before we do that, we want to get our snacks. So we've got our drinks down packed. Let's go ahead and get our snacks. We're going to do some stretching today because it was, you know, a pretty emotional day for me yesterday. So we're going to stretch a little bit and roll out that food cart. Let's take a little walk and grab our snacks. And yes, we've got everything on that food cart, from coffee, tea, soda, water. We've got all kinds of snacks, muffins. We've even got some eggs and bacons and pancakes out there, and maybe some waffles too. So you can grab anything that you want. It's totally free. It's all virtual, and you won't gain a pound. So absolutely wonderful. And yes, we also have the carrots and kale for the healthy folks out there. Okay. Rosalind said it was a good cry. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh, you're waiting to see the box? Yeah, we didn't get a chance to post it. We will post it today. He completely forgot about that. We've been nonstop all day yesterday, but we will get it out for you today. So sorry about that. Yeah, but it was a good cry. It was fun. It was really amazing, and I still can't believe it. I kind of woke up this morning and peeked into my craft room. Was that a dream? And then I just I saw the machine on the table and said, okay, that was actually real. It really did happen. So yeah, that was really cool. Really, really cool. I loved it. Okay. So we've got our snacks, we've got our drinks. Hopefully you're in your nice little cozy spot and a safe place to watch. So we are ready to get started. So we did start off, or somewhere towards the end of yesterday, we started to kind of show some of the pictures. We're just going to kind of go back and go through the first couple that we did really quick, just to start off in the beginning. So let's start off with just going ahead to the pictures, because we've got so much to go through, and I'll kind of do in between, jumping between the pictures and showing the stuff as well. So let's start off with that. A cloud nine kind of feeling. It was, Cindy. It really was. I mean, I tell you, I woke up this morning and it was kind of like, did that really happen? I really had to kind of pinch myself to make sure that that was real. Blueberry bagel for Miss Baker McFake. All righty. No problem. We have that for you. All right. So let's get started. Let's go ahead. This is the first picture. And as I was saying yesterday, my journey started. I landed in Virginia. My sister picked me up, and my sister and my mom went to Susie's quilt shop. And this is where my sister teaches. And I was able to, I met Susie, the owner of the shop, and she allowed me to sit and play with the Avenir. And so that was something that I went ahead and embroidered, just a little backdrop quilting here of a little owl. I thought it was just so adorable. And, you know, for a beautiful fall quilt, I really loved this backdrop. I thought it was really, truly amazing. And I thought it does a really nice job. And so I was able to play with it, all different functions, and played with the projector and all the little bells and whistles. And it really is an amazing machine. And then kind of went around Susie's quilt shop and took some pictures. Again, she had some amazing quilts hanging up there. And so this was one of them with the butterflies. And it just captured me with all the pretty colors. And I really love how the vines were kind of laid out, and the whole thing kind of coordinated together. And then there was another quilt beside it that also had some pretty fun colors as well. So then whoops, here we go. So then I went over towards the back end of the shop is where she's got her classrooms. And so this was a very small little wall hanging, but I thought that the colors, I loved the way the whole thing was kind of put together, and I thought that was really beautiful. It's like an applique embroidered item, and it was just beautiful. I thought it was really well put together, and I thought that was really nice. Then we had another quilt that was towards the back of the class, and I thought it was really neat how they had all the flowers and the dragonflies and the black and the white. So it was like a black and white quilt, but then you had all these shots of color that kind of pop out. So I really liked how the whole thing kind of was well put together on that. And so that was Susie's quilt shop. And then I think the next slide, yeah. This slide is now we are at the actual expo. And so these are some of the quilts that were kind of hanging there. And I thought, you know, some of them were just really beautiful. This one was really amazing. Tons and tons of pieces there. And the quilting was really done well. It's just amazing. How everything was put together on this. And I thought the colors really coordinated well. And the way your eyes kind of just focused on that star, the colors were really well chosen. And I think it was really well put together. I really loved the little kind of triangle spiky on the side. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the border really wrapped it up very, really nicely on that. So then on the next picture, this one was probably one of my favorites. I just love the scalloped edges and the flowers. I think the colors just coordinated so well. I thought it was beautiful. It's just absolutely amazing how the very light colors, it's very simple. It's only got two colors on there, the yellow and the white fabric. And then you've got all the flowers that has that pop of pink and the green leaves. And a little brighter yellow on there. And I thought that the quilting was just amazing. And you can see how it has all different types of quilting patterns on there. I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. Very, very well done. And the quilting just was over the top. I thought that was really amazing. Must have taken hours and hours of work, but really, really beautiful on there. And you can see there are some spots there is no quilting. So your quilt doesn't have to be completely quilted in every single spot, you know. It's nice to have some blank areas that really accents the actual quilting that's done on there. So I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. Okay, and then here's a little close-up of some of the quilting that was done on there. And, you know, it's just beautiful. I loved this quilt. It was just gorgeous. And it was called Lullaby in 3/4 of a Time. And it had some information in there on who it was made by and the quilting method that was used. So it was hand quilted and it was made by Barbara Clem. And I thought that was just really, really gorgeous. So, okay. Then we've had some other quilts on here that I thought were really amazing as well. Again, the colors, the way they pop, the designs. These are simple strips coming out like a sunburst, you know, and I thought that was really amazing. I love how they've used these little swirlies on the interior quilting and then kind of like little waves coming out on the outer borders as well. And I thought that was pretty cool use of two different quilting methods kind of commingled together there. So thought that was pretty cool and very well done as well on this one. Absolutely amazing work. So this was a little sewing machine that I saw. It was just on top and I just thought it was adorable and I had to take a picture of it. It was just a little singer. It's just really for decoration, but it was just so cute. I just had to take a picture of it. Okay, this was, I was with my mom and so she had never seen a long arm machine. And so they had the Bernina stand and they had a bunch of long arm machines. And this one was all set up to do couching. And this was on a tabletop. This was the Q16 Bernina. And we had some fun with that. And I was just playing around with them. It was really, really amazing. Yeah, there's so much inspiration out of Quilt Show. There really is. And if you ever feel like you're kind of losing your sojo on that, just attend a Quilt Show and it'll just like revive you. And, you know, it's just amazing. You leave there, you're so inspired. You see so many different things out there, all beautiful stuff, and you're just ready to go all over again because you really get inspired by all of the things that people have made. And you get to kind of look at any new tools, any new products that are coming out, new techniques that are out there. You get to take some classes. You get to commingle with some other crafters, which is always, always fun to do. So that's what, that was the long arm machine that we saw. And here is a snapshot of me, my mom, my sister, and we had Jenny from the Crafty Puerto Rican who joined us as well for this class. So this was a fun class. And my mom was having a good time there and really, really a lot of fun. We were just having a great time in that class. And my mom was just kind of amazed at, you know, how the machines have become so computerized and how you're just pressing buttons now, where before that didn't kind of exist. And back then, so, you know, she was having a blast. She was amazed that there were so many people there interested in sewing and quilting, and she had a great time. We ended up with a nice little project at the end. So really, really fun there. And this was the machine that we were working on. And it was, you know, it was a nice serger. And we, at that class, I believe was the heirloom sewing class. So we basically took some, oh, is that the Crafting Puerto Rican in the course? Yeah, yes, it is, Rosalind. It sure is. She joined us and we had a fantastic time. We have basically, they gave us like little strips of heirloom items, and then we kind of put them together and we made a beautiful little project, and I'll share that with you at the end. So that was a lot of fun. So let's take a pause from that. I'm just going to show you just, I think I showed you yesterday, but I did make a little jacket before I left. And so on the back of the jacket, we have GiftsHQ and we have a little quilt block. We made this jacket just so I could have before we go, and made this on my sister's 10 needle machine. She's got the Brother machine there, and I think it's just a beautiful design. And it was a lot of fun to be able to kind of have a little jacket and just showcase you know, a little design on there. And lots of people tend to do that. They tend to go, you know, all decked up with little designs and things that they made. So I think it's always a lot of fun to wear something, right? And so I was able to put that together. I thought that was just beautiful. So she did a great job on that. And I was able to kind of do this. And I could have done some more stuff, but we were kind of low on time and we were really rushed to get some stuff done, but lots and lots of fun on that. Okay, so let me just put this over to the side so I can show you a couple of things, because like I said, we took several classes. And let's see if I can find, we took several classes and I'm gonna try to find one that I did. So my very first class that I took was the t-shirt quilting class, and it was by my friend Jamie, who is also known as the Cranky Kangaroo. She does a lot of paper piecing, and she did a class on t-shirt quilts with a serger. So I thought that would be really interesting and lots of fun to do. So one of the requirements was that you had to bring 12 t-shirts that were not cut up. And, oh, you love, love, love your jacket. I do too, Lisa. I think it came out really great. I love it. And so on this class, it was all about the t-shirts. And then we had to also bring in some fleece or a stretchy like fabric, and you were basically going to make a t-shirt quilt right there in class. And at first I was thinking, there is no way I'm going to be able to finish a t-shirt quilt in that class. Like, there's just no way. Like, that's going to take me hours. We're not, you know, we're not going to be there that long. I think the class was about 2 hours or maybe 3 hours. I'm not sure. But, you know, you're with a room full of other people there and everyone's trying to coordinate together and you're sharing supplies. So in my head, I was like, there's no way I'll be able to do that. However, we did. Now, I didn't do the backing. I could have stayed and did the backing, but I was meeting up with my mom, so I didn't stay. But I was able to finish. And so I do have a t-shirt quilt that I did. Now, let me kind of unroll it so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. But this was so much fun and it got put together so quickly. Now, it's not perfect. It is not perfect because, you know, I was kind of rushing and, you know, there was a couple steps that I missed. And so I kind of deviated a little bit, but I thought it was just amazing the way it got put together, and it was just so fast that I thought it was so cool. So let me try to unfold this here and lay it out so you guys can get a good look. And now I have a bunch of t-shirts that I want to do this quilt for, and it's mostly t-shirts from different events. So my son, he does a lot of competitions. He's in Special Olympics. He does stand-up paddleboarding, swimming, all of that stuff. And so I've got a whole bunch of t-shirts from all kinds of events, and I would really love to put it together and make that t-shirt quilt. But I didn't want to bring those shirts to the class because, you know, you're being rushed and I want to really be able to take my time and do it correctly. So we got other t-shirts from all of his favorite things. And so I put that one together, and this is what it looks like. And I'll see if I can kind of hold it up above my head so you guys can see it. Let's see here. Can you see that? Is that good? Let me know if I go too high. So this is the t-shirt quilt. And you've got some more down here on the bottom. Okay, let's do this way. So here's the bottom. And so a couple of mistakes that I did make, because I was kind of rushing through it, because I really wanted to at least finish the quilt top. So I did put the shirts together, and let me try to scroll it down this way. Yeah, it is so cool. I mean, I was just amazed at how quickly this got put together. And, you know, if maybe I had like another hour, I could have slowed down and did it really properly. But the top part, it's basically just taking your fleece, which I have a nice fleece here, and then just the t-shirts. So you do have to cut out the shirts, right? And there's all kinds of tips that she shared on that. Hold on, it's kind of fallen off my table. It's a little heavy here. Let me try to bring it up here. Yeah, I thank you, Tina. Yeah, I think it really did turn out nice. I think it was a lot of fun, but I was just amazed at how easy it was. I mean, Jamie's an excellent instructor. She's awesome. And she's going to be coming on our channel. I told her, we need to do a little collab so she can, share some tips with us. So we're going to kind of coordinate and get those dates. And this time we've shared cell phone numbers so we can really coordinate. Before it was a little hard to kind of get a hold of because she does travel a lot. So I thought this was really nice. And you do have to cut up the shirts a certain way. I went ahead and used the 12.5-inch square ruler to be able to cut these out. Now, she's got some tips, and I just went ahead with the 12.5-inch square, but she's got some tips if you want to do a longer piece or shorter pieces on ways that you can kind of line them up, which is pretty cool. And then we've got these strips in between of the fleece that kind of square it off. Now, you can see here in the middle, let me see if I can move this over. So in the middle here, I have the strip going across this way. When I was putting it together, I realized I forgot to put the strip going across this way. And so these are kind of bumped together, but then I decided, well, you know what? Since I forgot it here, I just did 1, 2 with no strip, and then I did the strip in the middle, and then I did another 2 rows here. So that's how I ended up doing it. It turned out fine. I love the way it came out, but I would add that other strip. So I did forget. I was too busy yapping away with other crafters there, and we were just having a great time, and I completely forgot to put the strip there. So that's totally fine. I think it still came out beautiful, and I think he's gonna love it. These are all his favorite characters of all the shows that he likes. So, I think it turned out pretty cool, and I was just so amazed that we finished this during that class time. It was like, wow, now the only thing left to do is to kind of put the backing in. You can see here. Did I put stabilizer behind the shirts? No, Jackie, we did not. And that's what kind of blew my mind. It was kind of like, oh, wow. Because it was done with a serger, and we used some fleece, and we did it with the t-shirts. We cut up the shirts, and we basically just serged the fleece strips to the actual t-shirts. And I thought that was pretty cool, the way that got put together. And then now it's just going to be putting the backing onto this. And she gave us the instructions to do that, because a lot of us didn't get a chance to do the backing because we were just so amazed on how the quilts turned out, and everyone was kind of looking at everyone else's quilt and, going around, and we just had so much fun doing that. We didn't get a chance to do the backing, but it seems like it's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And yeah, perfect little Christmas gift, right? I think he's going to love it. I really love this as well. And his birthday's in December, so this may be his birthday present too. So this will be really nice. I think I can finish that up. And she gave some pretty cool ideas in terms of these fleece strips that you do in between, because she mentioned some of the things that you can do with like embellishments, right? So what you can do in between here is maybe embroider somebody's name, right? Before you put the backing on, maybe you want to embroider someone's name or put little messages. Other people do is they take, sometimes they'll do this with a button shirt that maybe has a little pocket, and maybe they'll take the pocket from another shirt and they'll add little pockets and things, just all kinds of little random embellishments that you can put around your t-shirt quilt that pretty much represent what's being said on the quilt. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea. And you can do all kinds of things like that. And then after you've added maybe embroidery or whatever embellishments that you want, then you go ahead and you put the backing on here. So I thought that was a pretty neat idea, and I just may try to embroider something on one of the fleece strips before I put the backing on here. So that was a pretty neat class, and you know, I hope you guys get to meet her. I'm going to try to coordinate. She's got a really busy schedule. She did give me her whole schedule. She's even going to Hawaii to teach. I mean, lucky, lucky girl. She's amazing. And I've taken a few classes with her before, and I think she's really cool. You need to use a serger a lot more. Yeah, that's exactly my intention of this class. Was I wanted to take something with sergers because I have a serger sitting off to the side over here, and she hasn't been used in a bit, and she's not feeling so loved. So I definitely had to kind of do something to kind of boost that back up and get some love there. So yeah, we're definitely gonna work on that, and then I'll see what I can put together and maybe do another one, because the second one I want to do is with the shirts from his competition. So really, really cool. So quick to put together, and I thought it was an amazing class. This was probably the best class I had taken at the quilt show. This was just really so cool. So much fun on this one. We can go to Hawaii. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, she's an amazing instructor, and she's all over the place. She follows a lot of the Sewing and Quilting Expo events. She's usually travels along and does some teaching there. So really, really nice and very, very nice person. She's amazing. So tons of fun on this class. I thought that was pretty cool. That's something that, you know, maybe we can do together as well. Hopefully we can get her to come on. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, if we're going to do t-shirt quilts, but she also does quilted jackets. We were talking about that as well. She does paper piecing a lot. So there's just tons of things that she does. So anything that she shares with us, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So more to come on that one. Okay, then let's kind of go through. I did see a couple, and I'll just see if I can take out, let me bring the bag up. So this is the bag that they give you when you go to the expo. They do give you that bag, and it's pretty full. As you can see, things are falling out here. So a couple things. Let me see if I can turn it. Whoops, and I did drop something. I'll get that in a second. Turn it this way so it doesn't fall out as much. Okay. So of course you get your guide when you get there, and it has all of the vendors and the floor plan and everything that you're going to need. There's also a little game that you can play. You can get your little stamps, and as you get the little stamps, then they sign off on it, and you'll get a little gift at the end. They always have that on every one of their expos, so that's always a lot of fun. It's just little gifts that you can get. And so then they give you the little, of course, little gift so you can put your stuff in. That's pretty cool. A lot of people use this. So you can put your little things. It's got a little zipper on top. So pretty amazing on that. And then here's some of the stuff that I got. And I'm just going to kind of pile as much as I can. So one of the first stops was this Star 60 ruler that I got. Yes, I know, a ruler. You know me and my rulers, right? Mm-hmm. So this one was pretty cool. It comes with a pattern that you can make with the ruler, and I thought this was an amazing quilt. They did have one on display. I think I have it in the pictures there, and I'll show you when we get to it. It was really a nice design that you can make, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It had these Christmas colors. They used the metallic thread, and it was really, really gorgeous the way it was put together. So I definitely want to use this and kind of, you know, put that together. I think it was really, really amazing. Okay, other things that I got, of course, I did pick up a second one, and this was kind of like, here's a second ruler. This one's by Creative Grids. So it's a little bit different, just a slight difference between the two. And I figured, you know what, I just might as well get it because it's going to be hard to find a quilt shop here. So I had to get the ruler here. So I'm going to go ahead and put those over to the side. They were kind of tricky for me to travel back with them because I was really afraid that since they were acrylic, they were going to break. But I ended up just holding it the entire time. I did not put it in my luggage or anything. I just kind of took it with me on the plane. So rulers came on the plane with me. They were not going anywhere else. I did pick up, and let's see if I can move these over. There was a booth here. It's Ladies Thimble Colorful Cottage Quilting. And they had a beautiful 3-yard bundle. And you guys know I love my chickens. They had this fabric with chickens on it. And I just couldn't resist. So let me take it out of this. I know you're hearing all this plastic noise. Let's see if I can take it out. Sorry for that noise. And here are the beautiful fabrics here. You've got these chickens that I thought are just adorable. And they come in this pack. So this is a 3-yard bundle. And so all of these together will coordinate well. I mean, look at these chickens. I mean, how can you not get this? I mean, come on. They're chickens. I just love my chickens. So I had to pick those up. And I thought those were pretty neat because, you know, it's hard to find fabric because we don't have Joann's now. So I'm kind of limited. So any chance that I have, I went ahead and got it. And they also had, and these are just really pouches that were made out of vinyl. This is Bee's Vintage Vinyl Zipper Bag, and they kind of resemble the Lori Holt look. And so I thought they were made very well and really, really beautiful. And let me see if I can show you the bottom here. See how they've got those boxed corners? Really, really cute. Very well made. And then you've got the holiday vinyl one, which I thought was another adorable one. This one's a lot larger. These are some project bags that I can definitely use, and I thought they were very well made and put together. Of course, inside is lined as well, and I thought that was really nice. It's got the boxed corners on the ends, and they were made very well. So I went ahead and got those because I thought, you know, why not? I can use some of that, and I wanted to kind of store, I've got a few extra crochet hooks, so I wanted to kind of put those in here. And then I've got this project bag that helps me travel back and forth to my mom's house so that I can kind of work on things. All right, so I've got those that I was able to pick up. Another thing that I did pick up was in Floriani had the Wet and Gone water soluble stabilizer. I did go ahead and pick this one up. I'd never tried this brand, so I want to do a little comparison to see how this one holds up to the other brands that I have. She had some samples there, and I was pretty impressed on how well the bookmarks, she had some bookmarks as well as some little ornaments, and they were really well put together and stable. So I want to give this a try and see how well this happens to go. You can never have enough rulers or scissors. You sure can't, Lady Bear. I can tell you my top drawer behind me in this cabinet here is full of just rulers. That is my ruler drawer. And I like to leave. No, I'm not lying. It's completely full of rulers. I don't have some people have like a little frame that they put all their rulers there. I like to keep my rulers flat, and so I have them all there. So it's a little bit of a pain every time you have to take out a ruler, you got to go through it. But I'd rather it be like that, knowing that it's nice and flat and it's not going to bend and warp. So yeah, I'm pleading my case. That's the
all a
why
surprise
of
to
the
me.
purchase. Of course, Cindy.
Surprise, surprise, Mr. H.
See, today's my day to give surprises. Yay, surprise! I got so yay.
Wait, did you say surprise?
I said surprise. Why?
Well, I got a surprise.
No, you don't. You don't have a surprise. You're
I
just
do.
joking. No, you don't.
I do have a surprise.
And what is your surprise?
You know what?
What?
We're getting 5 gifted subs.
Oh, that's right. We have
I
5
told
gifted subs to give out. You're absolutely right. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's do the 5 free gifted subs. We're going to run that, and it's going to randomly pick 5 people, and it'll get free membership to our channel. So
This is completely random.
it's completely random. It
luck
does
to
it on
everyone.
its own. Not sure what it does. You don't have to do anything. It's just going to pick people from the chat. So let's see who it picks. Okay, we've got
here we go.
Crafting on a Dime with Shay Shay. Yay!
Here we go.
She's been a member for 1 month. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Who do we have here? We've got Maria West. Congratulations. Savannah. Congratulations. Bailu Creations by Connie. Congrats. Let's see. That's 1, 2. Did I miss some? Oh, here we go. Jessie. Congratulations. And Sarah Jane, congratulations. Did I miss any? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, congratulations, guys. Awesome. You have all received, and you just have to accept the gift membership. You'll get it totally free, and you'll have access to all the videos for the members only content. So congratulations. And I hope you guys really enjoy that. And that's going to be lots of fun. We like to have lots of fun with our members as well. So really, really fun out there. And thank you guys again for all of your support. I really appreciate that. Yay. Congratulations, everyone. Yay. Another Louisiana lady. Yay. Awesome. Okay. So let's keep going because we're going to run out of time. And I want to make sure we get everything out. Cranky Kangaroo, as I was saying, she's also going to be giving long arm classes at Grace. So that's another one of her items that she's going to be doing. And as I said, this is her schedule where she's going to be next. And she's got a pretty big schedule. She's got Tennessee, Ohio, Oklahoma, Hawaii, Pennsylvania, Padua, Kentucky, and it just kind of goes on in different places she's going to be. So I got to catch her in between when she's in these places so we can schedule her to be on our channel. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. Let's see, what else do we have in this bag here? We've got another quilt kit. So this was by, let's see, forkmountainquilting.com. And on here, now this doesn't do it justice, I can really tell you, but the quilt was just beautiful. And this was what it looks like in black and white, but with the colors, I mean, it was just truly amazing. It comes with a charm pack by Moda, and it's a Christmas charm pack. So we've got all the Christmas colors on here. Really beautiful. And then some yardage of fabrics back here. And I thought this was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quilt. Let's see if we've got some names here. It's Moda Love Charm Quilt. This is a charm pack challenge from Moda. So pretty neat. This was a Moda Charm Pack challenge by sewing a Moda Charm Pack quilt. It said January 14th through 16th and sharing it on social media. So they want you to go ahead and quilt it and then share it on the social media site. But really, really nice, really gorgeous quilt. This really doesn't do it justice, but I'll see if we have some pictures to share on that one. So let's see here. Couple things that I also picked up at Susie's Quilt Shop. Let's see. Oh, Georgia, you'll be going to the expo in Nashville on Thursday, and you signed up for 2 classes. You're going to love her. You're excited to go. Never been before. awesome. You're going to love her. She's a great instructor. Lots and lots of fun. Very nice lady. Okay, so in Susie's quilt shop, I did pick up By Annie's Soft and Stable. So guess what I'll be doing, guys? I'll be doing some bags. We're definitely going to make some bags. So really neat there. Let's see. Okay, let me see. What am I missing here?
Showing a desktop.
Oh, you want to show? Okay. So it's just, this is the Soft and Stable. Let's show that on here. There you go. It's By Annie, Soft and Stable. It's just a stabilizer because I do have some bag patterns. So I picked up the tech tote pattern so we can make this. And this is basically for your techie stuff, right? For when you're traveling, car charger, batteries, drives, power cords, all that stuff. You know, you've got lots of cords and lots of things. So you put them in the little techie bag. That's a great way to kind of travel and keep them all together. So I picked up that pattern. It's a By Annie pattern, and it's going to require some Soft and Stable. So I got that. Then I picked up this one. I thought was really neat. It was some quilted little patterns. These are small little quilt blocks that you can kind of pick up. And I thought these were really, really neat. So that I thought was really beautiful to kind of put them and get the little stands and you can hang them. So really quick and easy project. So we can do something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, as I was playing with the Avenir, I did pick up the little brochure that has all the information on the Avenir as well as the other brother machines. So I went ahead and picked that up just for my reading on the plane, you know. You never know when you just might fall into a brother machine, especially an Avenir, right? Okay, so that's one bag. I do have another bag here. Let's see, do we have some time? Yes, we still have time. Let's, as I organize and clear out my desk, let's go through the other pictures and then I can kind of clear this for a little bit here. So let's go to the next picture. So again, this was one of the classes, the heirloom sewing class. I'll show you that in just a bit, as long as I get organized here. And let's go to the next picture. And so there is my mom hard at work. And that was at the heirloom sewing class. And she was putting her project together. She was getting pretty serious there. She had a fantastic time. And again, there's my sister and the crafty Puerto Rican. It was lots of fun. They were chatting away in that class and had lots of fun. That is the finished product of the class. And I thought that was really adorable. It was a really nice little heirloom pouch that we put together. I thought it came out really cute. It uses the little ruffles along with that. I would add a little, maybe a little snap to it so it would close. Right now it was just a flap that you fold over, but I thought it was really, really neat. And we did that all with a serger, guys. So really nice that it all got done with a serger. Nancy, you ordered the Centro, let the fun begin. Oh, yay! You're gonna have fun with that, tons and tons. By the way, I did have that underneath. We started the scarf and I went ahead and, we did the scarf with the one end. I went ahead and added the crochet, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys what it would look like if you add just a little bit of crochet here. Let me put a little bit of gray background so you can see it better. Lay this out, and then I can lay this on top. So you can see here, see how it adds a little bit of ruffle on here on the end? I think, yeah, did it focus? Yeah, you can see it better. So you've got a little bit of ruffle, and that's just, we had the end, all I did was just add a little crochet to this. And so when I add that little end, just that little ruffle, it gives it just that cute little finish to it. And you can do, it doesn't have to be like this. You can do all different types of things, but this is how I decided to just finish it off here. And so I still have the other side to do, never got a chance to finish it, but I'm just gonna add the little loop, and I'll show you guys how to do that with the smaller adding machine. and it'll be super, super simple, and you can see how it gets put together. So I just wanted to kind of show you that. It is kind of off to the side here because it kind of had to stop it because then we were leaving for the expo. But yeah, really, really neat. It comes together so easy, and it's just a quick little gift that you can give out. Okay, so let's get back to the projects here. I'm trying to pull all my stuff together, and there's a couple of little notions that I did get. And so one of the things that I found was fusible web thread. I thought that was pretty interesting. So this is fusible thread, and this is the company. It's by Superior Threads, and it's fusible. So you go ahead and sew with this thread, and then you take your iron, and it'll the thread is fusible, so it will fuse that fabric together. And I thought that would be pretty neat to try. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm trying to see what would be the perfect project for this thread, but we're going to give this a try. So this will be another interesting one to try out. Again, I got it from Superior Threads, and it's just called, it is Charlotte's Fusible Web. And I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, the other thing that I did pick up, this is the ruler lip. And so I picked that one up, and it's a little lip that you can put on your ruler, and it helps prevent it from slipping. And I thought that would be really neat to give that a try and see how that works out. So another product that I want to try out with you guys. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also was able to pick up some pins. So here's some more. I needed some pins for class, so I went ahead and picked up some magic pins. And these are just the regular, there's about 50 pins. And these are just some extra long ones. So the ones that I have are not quite long, and I didn't need extra long, but I figured if I'm going to buy some pins, I might as well get one that I don't have. So I went ahead and got the extra long ones here. But they also had the magic clips, and these clips are the clips that you can actually sew over. And it's pretty interesting because it has measurements right on the clip, and you can see it has 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. You've got the measurement right on there. So it helps you to kind of line things up as well, and allows you to sew right over it. So let's see how this works. I'm not too sold on this one, but we'll see what happens when we give it a try. Couple other things that I picked up, Quilts of Valor. They had these little packs that you can get. They were only $1. And so what the idea is to get you to buy the little pack, take it home, sew it together, and then send them your finished block, and then it will be part of one of the many quilts that they give to the veterans out there. And I thought that was a pretty cool way to kind of give back. And so I went ahead and got 2 of those so I can go ahead and give those a try and then send them out to them. They're really simple blocks to make, and so you can go ahead and sew them and then be a part of someone's quilt that they're receiving out there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, got this webbing that I thought was pretty amazing. I haven't even opened it yet, so let me just open it up so I can really take it out. I got this pretty amazing webbing that I thought was just really adorable. It's 1 inch, and I'll see if I can get this open. It's 1 inch webbing, and it has the measurement on there. So adorable, all different colors. It's like a rainbow on here. And I thought, how cute would that be for a bag? And I just fell in love with the webbing. I thought, oh my God, for a bag, this is going to be gorgeous and so much fun. So I went ahead and got the webbing for that. Thought it was really, really neat. So I did pick that one up. And then I also picked up, and let me see if I can find it. There we go. From Salty Sews, they had the number 5 zipper pulls. So I was able to grab a couple of those. So yeah, we've got a lot of bag making supplies. So maybe we're going to be doing a couple bags. You got that webbing also, Leslie? Yeah, wasn't it so cute? I just loved it. And they had the zipper pulls. The one that I initially wanted, they didn't have anymore. They had ran out, but I thought this one was just as cute. So I thought that was pretty neat. Let's see. Another thing for Salty Sews, they had a pattern called the Clippy Zippy, and this was one of their make and takes. But they're doing make and takes, but you can also, instead of doing it right there, you can also just take it home, and they give you the instructions to do that. So that's a little pattern for that, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then I also have the little packet that they give you to actually make it. So it's really neat. So that comes with the instructions. So that's a nice little small project that you can do. And I thought, you know, that was pretty neat. So let's see here. I still have a couple more things, and we've got some pictures. So let's go back to the pictures a little bit and kind of flip over to that and see. We've got some more. So there's the heirloom sewing bag, and here's some more quilts that we had. Really, really neat. I thought they were beautiful. Some of them are just, I mean, the quilting is just amazing on some of these. That eye was like, oh my gosh, it's the amount of detail that went into that one was amazing. It's not very big, but it sure does, you know, capture you there. So it's pretty neat. We've got the little pumpkin, of course. We've got some fall things out there, beautiful colors, nice and bright. Lots of pieces everywhere. So it was pretty neat. I love these round shapes, the way that came together. I thought really, really cool. I love this one here with the crossing of those lines. That looks really tricky to do, but actually I think it's pretty neat the way it comes out. We've got some others. So this was the edge of one of the patterns that I showed you. Now, you can see the colors and the metallics that are on here and the quilting. So this is kind of like a Christmas tree wrap, and it's kind of just hanging over the top, so you can't really see it too well from this angle, but I think it was really gorgeous. And this was the little charm pack that I showed you. I thought it's going to come out really, really nice on here. And there's the back and how it was quilted. So they used the little holly leaves. So I've seen that pattern on the end-to-end quilting. So I don't know if that's what they use, but at least I know they have a similar pattern to that. So that was pretty neat to see. And here's another quilt in the front. Very Christmassy. Love the colors. This is a nice little fall little table topper here. And these were really neat. So they have these sweaters on display, and they had some really pretty applique that they put to just an ordinary sweater, and then they changed up the buttons and added some binding to it. And it's just turned the sweater into something totally different. And I thought it was just beautiful. Look how they changed out the buttons, and it just looked so, so cute. I'm like, there's so many ideas, so many things you can do with applique on here. And I thought that came out amazing. You can just take a regular sweater and totally change the whole look of the sweater to be totally different. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, look at that. It's just amazing. Just some binding, changing the buttons, and putting a little applique. It just gives you a totally different look on that sweater. What inspiration. It's amazing. So they had some with flamingos. I thought those were fun. And of course, they've got some nutcrackers on there. And all kinds of things. Oh, this I thought was just hilarious. So they have this little saying here. My husband said you may buy anything you want as long as it fits in this bag. And then when you flip the bag over, oops, we're going to have to turn that around. Okay, so I bought myself a $10,000 gift card. I thought that was so cute. My husband didn't like that one, but I thought it was amazing. I thought it was so, so cute. So let's see. We've got just a few more pictures, not too much, but a couple patterns that I use for the ruler. So a lot of different little Christmas quilts that you can make with that 60-degree ruler on here. I did pick up a pattern for a quilted jacket by Nyla. So that's another jacket that can be made here. And then here is my little heirloom project that I ended up with. And I thought it was really, really neat. And it got put together all with a serger. You cut all of this heirloom that got put together. These were strips, and I thought that was pretty amazing. So other than that, we picked up just a couple other little designs, and that was pretty much it. Lots of stuff was just really project bags that they gave you for the class. So we had a great time. I think it was amazing. Couple more pictures. Maybe we'll pick them up tomorrow. We'll show you a couple more pictures tomorrow, but we are out of time, and I want to just thank you guys for everything, especially to Lisa, Lily, and Sue, and Brian. You guys are amazing again. Can't thank you enough for those gifts yesterday, and you guys are just totally amazing. The community is wonderful. Thank you so much for all your support. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope you will just love tuning into the channel and just being here with me on my journey. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you again so much, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
So long for now, so long. Glad you stayed a while. Hope you liked my crafting style. Hope I left you with a smile. By now, keep your mind and space clutter-free. Hope your day is bright as can be. So long, my friends, till we craft once again. Bye now, stay crafting. See you tomorrow. So long, my friends, till we craft once again.